What's up everyone, it's our another edition of online magazine and we have amazing chance to interview this guy, Alan. He flew for us especially for Sempro conference from France and we are here in Kiev. What's up?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. So tell me, how was your flight?
My flight, very difficult. 3 o'clock to wake up.
3 o'clock?
Because the flight was at 5:30. Very difficult.
You flew from Biarritz. You're originally from Biarritz, correct?
My flight is from Paris because I was in Paris before.
Okay. So, as I know that you've been as a speaker on a lot of conferences around the world. Is it difficult to give a speech like when thousands of people are looking at you?
Speech in front of 1,000 people? No, it's not difficult. It's more difficult when there's only 10 people.
It's true.
It's more difficult because when there's only 10 people, there's lots of questions, lots of things. When there's 1,000 people, it's more easier. You can talk.
You can talk. They're listening.
After you make.
But they like to perform. They like to see when the people are exciting. When they're very
when I can see it in their eyes. Oh, good idea! I never do it.
It's good.
It's great.
Right, you told me already that you've been working with quite big brands. With which brands you're working right now?
I couldn't tell.
Oh, okay.
Very big brands. Everyone knows in cosmetic, on sport, and very big brands around the world. Yeah.
But you think that your own keys of success, it's your hard work, or you've been lucky enough in one point you
hard work.
You
work a lot from 2001. Work every day, 7 days a week.
7 days a week?
Yeah, no choice.
So you've been graduated basically as a developer, as an IT, or you have some IT background, or just came like natural?
No, I have no degree. I begin with no degree, no IT background.
So the life is your best university ever.
I began.
In this industry, I met a lot of very interesting people. Some of them are like 19 years old. And they are already doing their first millions, their first like big money. Would you give any suggestion to them? How to not, get mad, how to not lose the reality?
Don't hurt everyone. Try their test and try to find some tips to make money.
To make money? And do you remember your first laptop or your first computer?
My first computer, oh my god. It's Auric. Auric, it's just a keyboard on the screen. It's with green and black only, with a audio cassette from
audio cassette.
Basic, yeah.
Okay, and you've been playing Tetris. I think you
Basic.
Yes, you needed to connect it to the this type, correct?
Yeah, the type.
Yes, even I remember. So it was a computer.
Not sure.
I'm not sure that it was a computer. I remember I was playing Tetris.
The beginning after it will be with the beginning with the first laptop 286. Oh no, it's too long. Too long.
So nowadays, like all of us, we're meeting each other at the conferences, like around the world. But what you would suggest, like some of your personal advice for a person that just started? What you would suggest, be more open, or how to start a proper new relationship with someone that you had never met before?
Don't stop, because when you have a project, it never rises non-stop. There's some fall, but never stop. Try to find the money. When the success arrives, everything arrives with it.
So you think that you should work hard?
Yeah.
But some of the...
Easy money doesn't exist.
So you have a big team. How big is your team?
With the employees and the self-employed, we are between 65 to 75, it depends.
It's quite big team. And do you have some employees abroad? Because nowadays it's very popular from Philippines. I heard my media buying team is sitting in the Philippines, sitting in Spain.
Some copywriter in Africa, effectively, but my main team is in France, in Biarritz.
And do you do some personal events for a team to keep? Because it's all very difficult when you're spending all your day the office, this computer, you're getting tired, you would like to have some personal touch, like now, we met each other on the internet. Do you do some actions for them, some entertainment for them?
In my corporation?
Yes.
We have a Mac, we have baby food, we have
so you're trying to...
in the office, we try to make some different activity. We go, I don't know, we go to the ocean, we go to laser game, or we try different things to change the mind.
To change the
Often
mind.
we go to golf.
I guess. Amazing that internet wouldn't exist at all. Like that's like 18th century. What you would do?
I created it.
You would. It was a clever answer, but I ever heard.
If it doesn't exist, you just have to create it.
No, but imagine that people not as clever enough to even to create an internet.
I think I will have an idea.
Something with your hands, maybe. I heard the answers like I would work on the bar or I would be a broker. No.
If I work in my past life, I work in the night as DJ.
As a DJ? You was a DJ before?
That was a long time ago.
That's why you asked me about the nightclub.
Not in Barrett.
No, really?
It's in Dijon, Macumba, you know it?
No.
The famous one near Annecy, the biggest of Europe, really resident some few months. Nothing time. But we'll not...
Music, so basically music. Your impression is music.
Music, yeah. Food.
Food, you like to cook?
Yeah.
Like all French?
Yeah.
And especially French food. So what is your favorite dish, what you like to cook for your family?
Don't know. Different food, not the same, but it can be... There's so many different things I like to make. Like bœuf bourguignon.
What does it mean?
It's a French specialty from Burgundy. It's some meat with wine.
As I know that area from Berry, generally it's very popular about foie gras, correct? So, do you know how to cook a proper foie gras?
Yeah, I know. Each time I make myself. I prefer.
I'm very big fan of foie gras.
I love it too. It's bad.
It's bad.
Oh, it's so good.
Imagine that if heaven would exist, you would arrive to heaven and God would wait for you in the entrance. What he would say?
What?
God. Imagine that's like basically you arriving to heaven and the beautiful gold is opening for you and God is waiting for you. What he would say? He was a good guy or...
Fuck, you're already now? Already here?
You're already here, you're right?
Holy shit!
Would he send you to -1, no?
He will go back.
He will send you to -1?
Don't come.
How sweet. And...
do not disturb. Even.
Do not disturb? Right now we are here in Kiev for the Sempro conferences and it just started, so a lot of crazy things are waiting for us. For sure you've been already in others conferences and you had some funny stories or some crazy stories, mad stories, and I would like to hear the most shameless story ever what you had on the conference.
The most... difficult because the most important stories fell with the web for me.
Yes, from our industry, it's really fun.
I have different corporations and one of them is about e-reputation.
E-reputation?
Okay. I work to clean reputation and one time a guy come to my office. Nice to meet you, okay. What you do? Football, okay. It's one of the most famous player football in the world. But I'm gay, I don't know it. Okay, what you play? Oh, I'm playing football. Okay. I can't tell his name.
So you've been using his name for promotion, or?
No, he come to me because he need to clean his reputation.
To clean his reputation?
For the ad.
Wow!
I don't know who is it.
Oh my god!
I'm just playing football, and a very famous one.
Okay, so basically you just prove me that you're very bad with sport.
I'm very bad with sport.
Because if you would be very good at sport, you would recognize him immediately.
The worst possible.
But it's pity that you can't say the name of the guy. And what did you do for him? You created another content basically as a wave that it became popular around the world to clean his reputation.
Make some content, some website. It's a different strategy.
Different strategy.
There's lots of different strategies.
Some interviews on the different photos.
No, because we don't want to know. We don't want to send a message that we work on him.
That it's direct.
So we have to suggest everyone to talk about him.
It's difficult to work with big brands.
No.
If you would have the same budget and you would have already a very demanded client from a big brand that everyone knows it, and not as demanded client from a small brand, what you would choose?
Big brands is nice, it's easy, but small brands, it's more interesting because you can go to the success and be proud of your work.
So you're taking a part of the business if you see that it's potential brand?
Sometimes, right?
You've been working with some internet shops like this, or even like physical brands? Like product center?
The two.
Both of them?
Both of them.
Okay. What is as you are, as I understood, a CEO of some of these brands, can you say the name and proud of it?
Of some brands that I have taken some part?
Yes. Some official, okay?
Little brands.
Little brands.
I'm co-partner on how in English? Funéraire.
I'm sorry, I don't speak French. I don't speak French.
It's a brand to sell to someone who is dead.
Who is dead? Funeral. I understand. Funeral of the service that are providing. Yes.
For example, and a big partner on it because we work on the brand and now we.
But it's popular. Sorry, I've never been in this industry in this.
Days no, but now yes.
Oh.
We just have to find an idea to see the competitors and let's go.
Let's go.
Because internet is open to every work, every person.
What do you think? Like, do you have some goals to achieve in 2019? That every year do you do some plan what you should reach this year?
My future?
Yes, your future. Some plans, goals, dreams.
I hope to put my corporation in location when I will have 45. Because when I will have 45 years, my children will have 16. And so we can go together to around the world, traveling.
Okay.
And
I see.
It's enough to use the money, not to all. And if there are no more money, there are enough time to create a new project for.
But you don't want to stop. You don't feel like this is time to stop.
I will never stop.
Never stop. You will, even when you will be 80, you will work.
I think I will never stop working.
Never.
I love my job.
Do you have some message for people from our industry that just started, or they maybe feel that the market is too full, that Facebook is blocking all the time, or my accounts are burning? Do you have some message to them?
It's easy to be angry against Facebook or some website, but it's more interesting to have an idea to pass discreetly and to make some money without their consent.
So you would recommend people do not try to fight with the main wave, just to find a different
way.
It's good. It's such a good. So thank you so much for your time, and I hope to see you tonight at the party.
Yeah, I will come.
And thank you so much for this amazing meeting, and I wish you a very good speech on your conference.
I hope it will be interesting for you, everyone.
It will. See you.
See you.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao.